A shalom, shalom on the beginner's lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, honors in the sincere ark and pushing his word until the kingdom of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, be established. Shalom, shalom. Back at you. With some information here, as you can see on the screen, about the you know what, right? And we are at this time we are entering into a new the game changer, as I said, the end game. We are entering into the end game of Esau Kingdom, right? Esau Kingdom. We are at the end, and I came across this article on Twitter, because I was doing some research, and it's so fitting that, as you could see above the screen there, you can see two hands. You see right or left, right or left, right or left. So this is the end game. This is the end game. So without further ado, we just read the article and get some information, and filter it to the scriptures, and Father's willing, God's willing, it will be edifying, So without further ado, let's get into it. So you say, what is the RFID chip? And this is information you can actually look up, so it have no reason why YouTube will want to give me a strike or pull on my video. At the end of the day, this is raw information you could Google. So also known as smart labels, RFID, which is radio frequency identification chips, are a type of barcode. Is a type of barcode technology that transfer information about the label's host to a reader. A label host to a reader. So the ones who will be the host, you guessed it right, is the ones out there, on the face of the earth. The humans and the hosts. The host will be the humans, right? To a reader. And the reader will be who? The reader will be who? And this is the end game. This is why they want everybody, tagged. Because we are moving into a cashless society, and all transactions, all individuals will be tracked. Because don't forget, Esau has a godlike complex. This is Ezekiel. I think it's Ezekiel. Let me see if I get it right. This is Ezekiel chapter 28 verse 6. He said, therefore thus said the Most High Yahweh, because thou hast set thy heart as the heart of God. And he has, and this is it. This is how Esau thinks. He thinks that he is God. He set his heart as God. So being able to track, or being able to actually control the masses of people out there, he thinks that he is the Heavenly Father. He thinks that he is the Heavenly Father. So the point being made, you could read the whole chapter, but he say he set his heart as of the heart of the Most High. So going back to the article, going back to the article here, it's also known as the smart labels. RFID chips are a type of barcode technology that transfer information about the label's host to a reader. And what that reminds you, the barcode, what that reminds you of? Revelation. I think it's Revelation chapter 13. That's straight to the point. Because I really don't want to make this video too long. It says Revelation chapter 13 verse 17. It says, and no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. It says, here is wisdom, let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 606, 6 you know, which is translated to what, a barcode, you know. So this telling you here, you know, the chips are a type of barcode technology that transfer information about the label's host to a reader. It's one of their initial uses was for keeping track of large herds of cattle, you know. So they actually test out these things on animals and cows first, because why, people are also known as herds too, you know, not as cattle, you know. So you could see where they're going with this, right? Say, ever wondered why cows wore earrings? He said, but the use have since grown exponentially, meaning that what, rapidly. Rapidly it grown. Rapidly it grown. The use of RFID chip has rapidly grown. You know? He said the RFID chips are now used almost daily by a large portion of what, humanity. You know? He said the RFID chip is now used almost daily by a large portion of humanity, sometimes unknowingly. Unknowingly, you know, sometimes unknowingly, you know, because we do use it. A form of it is like your debit card or your credit card have a chip in it, you know, so you could swipe, right? You could swipe, right? But the most frightening part is that what they say, unknowingly, humanity sometimes do use it unknowingly, you know, unknowingly. They say they are more convenient than barcodes, however, because of their ability to scan from a more distant location, right? And this is where it is. This is where, and this is how they be able to track everyone and every transaction, you know, by the frequency, right? From distant ranges, right? And this is why they have set up satellites and different cameras and different certain things across the globe, that they could pinpoint each and every single one, you know, of the chips, right? So the next paragraph, he said the RFID chip presents an environment. No, Salaki, the RFID chip presents an improvement in the barcode technology because they have the ability to read from as well as written too. So they could write into the RFID chip, right? And this is the form of payment. This will be the form of payment just because of this piece of information here. He said the RFID chip presents, right, an improvement in the barcode technology because they have the ability to read from as well as written to, right? So you have a certain amount of information on an RFID, they could read it and they could write in more information, or they could actually take out information. You see where they're going with this? You see, information can be entered, stored, and changed. Let me read that over again. You see, the information can be entered, stored, and changed. See, here is a scenario, you know, that encapsulates the efficiency of the RFID chip, borrowed from this article in How Stuff Works. Say RFID chips were present on every item in the grocery market, well, grocery cart. So like here, checking out would be as simple as walking through a RFID scanning gate mechanism. You see, and your total will be quickly calculated. You see, the RFID chips presence on your person would complete the monetary transaction, no pin entered, no cash needed. And you see, and we're seeing that now. You know, the places that we are going, we just have to scan the card. You know, we don't have to enter our pin, right? We don't have to enter our information on the card. We just tap the card on the scanner, and it scans everything. You know, said this level of convenience has created a great amount of space for this technology in everyday life, especially in transportation, MetroCard, etc. He said, but simply put, the RFID chip can do quite a bit of good in our fast-paced society. What we have to yet figure out is how much it can infringe on our privacy, you know. And truth be told, you will not have any privacy because they will be able to, as I said earlier in the article, they'll be able to change, they'll be able to write into, any information on your chip, and the chip will have everything, all the information about your health. It will have all the information about your um your banking information and stuff like that. You know, say at what point will we be so? At what point will we be so covered in RFID chips that we are more or less being tracked rather than assisted? And this is concerns what is raised. But yes, it is not to help you all. See, all you don't understand the end game. It is not to help. Esau is so boy. It is not to help. You know, and the scripture said, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. He said, lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And his devices or his plan, is to have everyone chipped for his purpose, because he want to track everybody. He want to be like the Most High. So when the articles say that it rather more or less being tracked rather than assisted, this is not to assist you. It is already happening with our pets, and many believe it's only a matter of time before we are in the same position, and that is the end of the article. This is a beautiful article. Yes, the whole world will be lying in wait in this position. Because no longer the animals and the pets was the test run, but we, who are dwelling on the earth, we are going to face a time that they will want to implement this, and the masses of the people, which will be the new herd, You know what? And that is prophecy. As you can see here, that is prophecy. It is known at the time of the hour of temptation. This is Revelation chapter 13. Verse 10. You see, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And this is the hour of temptation which come in. This is the hour of temptation which come in, because the cashless society, in order to be part of the system, you will have to accept, the RFID chip, right? You will have to accept that, right? And this is prophecy. It's a Revelation chapter 3 verse 10. You see, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. To try them, because we will be tried. We will be tried. He said, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Right? And this is what we are waiting on. We are waiting for the Heavenly Father, to make this devil move on the left hand side. To implement this RFID chip. And when I go deeper into it, this is the Lord's chip. This is the Lord's chip. Right? This is the Lord's chip. But we are waiting on him. Right? This is Revelation chapter 13. We could never get enough of this chapter here. Because these precepts, these information is jumping out. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. as you see in the article, as you can see the two hands there, right or left, right or left, right or left, you know. The smart labels is also known as the smart labels, and I will start to say that now. I'll start to use that term now, the smart labels, because you know how YouTube is very sensitive, right? So the smart labels is actually coming. As a matter of fact, the smart labels are here, you know. It's just that when all hell breaks loose, when the society collapse, when the economy collapse, you can imagine when the economy collapse, how jakes are going to be out here, how the people are going to be out here, you know. So before I close, this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, because why? This will be the new currency, this will be the new barcode, you know. See, if he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And there's videos concerning this, that you're going in, that people are going into groceries and stuff like that without cash, you know. And the same card that we are using with the chip, it will be implanted in the humans. Instead of having a card, it will be implanted in you. You see, here is wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 6. You know. So with that, this is Shalom, and I hope this video was edifying. Just an article I came across. Say Shalom, and it's on to the next one. Shalom for now.